I am Nadia Ahmed Abdallah, Chief Administrative Secretary in the Ministry of ICT, Innovation and Youth Affairs. Teenage pregnancy in this country have brought us here today. On March 3rd, 2020, the government of Kenya launched a campaign against teenage pregnancy through the National Council for Population and Development, seeking an end to teenage pregnancy. The campaign focused on galvanizing communities on the need to end teenage pregnancies through awareness and advocacy, citing its negativity on the socio-economic growth. Data from Kenya Data and Health Service 2014 show that 1 in every 5 girls between the age of 15 to 19 years is either pregnant or already a mother. As of 2019, latest statistics from the Global Childhood Kenya has the third highest teen pregnancy rates with 82 births per 1,000 births. According to United Nations Population Fund report, Kenya has recorded 378,397 adolescents and teenage pregnancies from girls aged between 10 to 19 years between July 2016 and June 2017. Specifically, 28,932 girls aged between 10 to 14 years and 349,465 girls aged between 15 to 19 years became pregnant. Concurrently, over 13,000 teenage girls drop out of school annually because of pregnancy. Teenage pregnancies is not only a girl's problem. It is a parent's problem, it is a country's problem, it is the boy child's problem. Teenage pregnancies have affected us on a magnitude that nobody can even fathom. And that is why it is important for us to normalize the conversation between our young girls, between our young boys, but also between parents, teachers, and every other relative that is involved. There are so many factors that actually lead to teenage pregnancies. We have sexual abuse, we have rape cases, we have ignorance, we have a lack of openness among our communities, and so much more. It is very unfortunate, but rather unfair, to have young girls become mothers at the age of 8, at the age of 9, at the age of 18. Because this is a time for the young girls to be themselves. This is a time for them to grow. This is a time for them to identify what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. But it's also a time to build the community, to build the society, and to build the country as a whole. As I always say, young people are not only the future of this country, but they're actually the present of this country. So if we scrape away the young girl's future, if we scrape away the young girl's present, then what exactly are we doing when it comes to building our nation in the socio-economic aspect of it? As the government, we are doing our part when it comes to the different policies that are implemented in order for us to resolve not only teenage pregnancies, but the increased rape situations that are happening. But the government also needs support from the families, from the communities, from the schools, from the boys, and from the girls as a whole. So let's normalize the situation. Let's first take the first step, which is to acknowledge that teenage pregnancies has a lot of elements that lead up to it. Let's acknowledge that we not only have to teach our girls on how to factor in the different elements that are there, but we always have to talk to our boys in order for them to understand that the woman, that the young girl is to be respected, to be protected, to be educated, and to be nurtured. As I speak as the government, as I speak as a young person, and as I speak as a girl child, it is important for us to understand and to really adhere to the policies, the notions, but also the human factor that leads to teenage pregnancies. As humans, we are faced with a lot of temptations. We are faced with a lot of confusion, and we are also given a lot of information that could be misleading or not. So it's up to us to normalize the conversation between ourselves, between our friends, between our families, between the government, and between the boy child. Because the boy child is the one who will help us amplify and make us understand that a young girl is to be respected, is to be nurtured, is to be protected, and the young girl is not only the future of tomorrow, but is the foundation of this country and the foundation of the society at large.